Every morning, millions wake up and rush into their jobs. They chase time, chase money, but forget the most important question: what are they living for? John Wooden once said, don't let making a living prevent you from making a life. Simple words, yet they awaken the hearts and minds of those lost in life, that have lost themselves in the struggle to survive. Are you merely surviving, or are you truly living? The choice begins with a single, conscious decision. Don't just make a living. Build a life you love. Start today. Start now. Your future self will thank you for it. Making a living is necessary, since we all must work to survive. But if your entire life revolves around just making ends meet, you'll lose the meaning of truly living. John Wooden reminds us that work should not be a prison that traps our dreams, but a foundation that supports the life we truly want to live. Impressive. There was a man who worked in an office for 10 years, diligently clocking in for 8 hours every single day. He performed his duties well, earning a stable income to support his family. But deep inside, a different dream was taking root. He yearned to become a photographer, to capture the fleeting moments of beauty in the world around him and share them with others. For a long time, the demands of making a living kept this dream locked away, a silent whisper in the back of his mind. He started small, dedicating his weekends to his hidden passion. With an old camera, he began exploring his city, taking photos of sunrises, street performers, and the quiet smiles of strangers. Each click of the shutter felt like a step closer to his true self. Gradually, through the lens of his camera, he rediscovered a sense of joy and purpose that his office job had never provided. The world no longer seemed mundane. It was a canvas of endless possibilities. His skills grew, and so did his confidence. He started sharing his work online, and the positive feedback he received was incredibly encouraging. The small income he earned from selling a few prints was nothing compared to his salary, but it was infinitely more fulfilling. The thought of turning this passion into a profession began to feel less like a fantasy and more like a tangible goal. Years later, after much deliberation and saving, he made a brave decision. He walked into his office for the last time and quit his job to pursue photography full-time. The path was uncertain and the financial risks were significant, but the fear was overshadowed by an overwhelming sense of liberation. Now he travels the world, his camera in hand, telling stories through his images. He doesn't just make a living anymore, he truly lives, his days filled with the very passion he once only dreamed of. His story reminds us not to let the necessity of making a living overshadow the importance of living a life that feels authentic and joyful. When you look back 10 or 20 years from now, what do you want to see? A person who only worked to pay the bills, or someone who dared to live a life filled with meaning and purpose? We often get trapped in the relentless cycle of making a living, believing that our dreams are a luxury we cannot afford. The daily grind becomes our reality, and the vibrant life we once envisioned fades into a distant memory. We tell ourselves, one day, but that day seems to never arrive. The weight of responsibilities, the fear of failure, and the comfort of routine can keep us anchored to a life that feels safe but unfulfilling. We forget that our existence is meant to be more than just a series of obligations. It's about passion, growth, and finding joy in the journey. The pressure to simply survive can overshadow the desire to truly thrive, leaving us feeling empty despite our hard work. We begin to measure our worth by our productivity rather than our happiness, losing touch with the person we always wanted to become. Sometimes building your dream life doesn't require quitting everything. It just takes one small step, starting today. That step might be dedicating just 30 minutes each evening to a passion you've long neglected. It could be learning a new skill online, sketching in a notebook, writing the first page of a novel, or planning a small adventure for the weekend. The goal isn't to overhaul your entire existence overnight. The goal is to reignite the spark that has been dimmed by the demands of daily life. These small, consistent actions are powerful. They are a declaration to yourself that your dreams matter, that your purpose is worth pursuing. Each small step builds momentum, creating a pathway from the life you have to the life you desire. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it will never come. The most meaningful journeys begin not with a giant leap, but with the courage to take that first, simple step forward. Start now and let that be the decision that changes everything.
Making an impression.
There's a well-known saying that often echoes in the corridors of our minds. Work to live, don't live just to work. It's a simple phrase, yet it holds a profound truth about the balance we all seek. In the relentless pursuit of our careers, it's easy to lose sight of this balance. We get caught up in deadlines, meetings, and the constant pressure to achieve more, often forgetting the very reason we started working in the first place. The daily grind becomes an all-consuming fire, and slowly, the vibrant colors of life begin to fade into a monotonous gray. We convince ourselves that this is a necessary sacrifice, a temporary phase on the path to a future where we'll finally have time for ourselves, for our passions, and for the people we love. But as days turn into weeks and weeks into years, that future can feel perpetually out of reach. The truth is, making a living helps us survive, but dreams are what make us alive. A paycheck covers the bills, puts food on the table, and provides a roof over our heads. These are the essentials of survival, the foundation upon which we build our lives. But a life built only on a foundation, without walls, a roof, or windows to let the light in, is merely a shelter, not a home. Our dreams, our passions, and our curiosities are the elements that give life its meaning, its richness, and its joy. They are the spontaneous road trips, the unfinished paintings, the books we long to read, and the laughter shared with loved ones. These are the moments that weave the beautiful, intricate tapestry of a life fully lived, not just endured. Neglecting them in favor of endless work is like tending to the roots of a plant while forgetting to water its leaves and flowers. Eventually, the entire plant will wither. So let's take a moment to pause and reflect. Let's ask ourselves if the path we're on is leading to the destination we truly desire. It's never too late to recalibrate, to make small adjustments, or even to take a bold leap of faith. It's about consciously carving out time for joy, for creativity, and for connection, not as a reward for hard work, but as an essential part of it. And perhaps today is the best day to start building the life you've always dreamed of.